Presented by Brown Advisory. It is, of course, the Quarry View Building Company Dressage Day. And the first to go down the centre line after the break, Meg Pellegrini with Cooley Wish Upon a Star, 9-year-old by Comme Flo, and the dam sire Organo Sit, bred by Henry Andre and owned by Meg herself. Cooley Wish Upon a Star, a 9-year-old gelding. And our three judges, just run through them very quickly. Peter Gray from Canada at C, Richard Baldwin from Great Britain at H, and Amanda Miller from the USA at B. Sitting alongside me, if you're just joining us, is the one, the only, the Emmy Award winning. It is Sinead Maynard. Sinead, Meg, one of the favourites at the first jog yesterday. She was very smartly dressed, but she's a super rider.
Yeah, she's fantastic. And, you know, she moved to Will and Katie Coleman's program a couple years ago, and it's just gone from strength to strength. I know they have a ton of, like, really high hopes for her. She's really hardworking, a really good young rider, and they can't compliment her enough. This horse did Leon, the Young Horse Championships, as a 7-year-old with Jenny Thompson before Meg bought him. And the dressage has been a little bit of a struggle for him, but he is an absolute out-and-out jumper. And you know, Ian Stark comes down to Florida in the winters and does some teaching. And I know I've watched Ian with a long distance from this event, because obviously they can't help the riders here. Coach Meg on this horse quite a bit on the cross country, and it's just fantastic to watch.
Yeah, finished 15th at the Young Horse Championships at Le Lion d'Angers. That's going on right now in France. The Young Horse 6- and 7-year-olds. Cooley Wish Upon a Star, 15th, with, as you say, New Zealander Ginny Thomason.
Meg is you know, super girl and very humble, very polite. She also works hard outside of the horses. I know I see her at the gym very early in the morning at 6 a.m. working out there as well, because really to be at the top of this game now, it's really become quite a modern sport, and the riders need to be physically fit, mentally fit. They need to have their 10,000 hours in the tack. They need to have the right horses, and it's a full commitment. You know, and also being based in a program such as the Colemans is hugely influential, and they do a great job of not only helping source the horses and teach their riders, but also help them navigate the levels of the sport.
It's a unique sport, isn't it, this, where camaraderie between fellow competitors, although they are fierce competitors, a lot of these riders, they're also very good friends, and you know, there's some lifelong friends that we form in this sport.
Well, it sounds silly to say, but it's just a bloody hard sport, and most of the time it's it's not competitor against competitor. It's competitor against the sport. But she's doing a super job right now. Again, you know, much like we saw with Kim's test, just really working on keeping the connection, keeping the outline, making sure that the horse stays happy and out to the rein and creates a picture that the judges want to see more of. It's a big, long horse, so she has to, thankfully she's a nice, tall girl, built to ride, but it's a lot to manage from back to front here, and she's doing a super job. It looks very relaxed now as he's working into the test, and into the test, he's nearly finished with the test. But she's doing super currently, sitting on a 31.3, which will have her in the top spots.
Yeah, it could be good enough to go into third place if she can just now finish off her test with a nice halt. Just swung his quarters to the right a little bit, but fairly square, and looks super relaxed. Lovely expression on